What's going on, y'all? Hey, I don't know if y'all have heard about it, but the banks, so many banks are going under. Just look into it, okay? If you have any money or what in the banks, get it out. If you have anything whatsoever, just try to do whatever you can to get it out of the banks because still a little deal in the air that they're talking about doing a bail in, which means they closed the door and sealed the books and the whole 9 yards. And anybody that had anything in that bank, it automatically comes becomes the bank's property. The bank is not going to default. It will default on behalf of its account holders. It says it in that little contract when you sign it, when you open up an account there. On top of that, a lot of these big corporations, they still keep losing a lot of money, like Bud Light. You see what's happening with them. I hope it keeps up because there's a lot of Bud Light that's stacked everywhere all over the place and nobody's wanting it. Bud Light is actually already starting to give it away to distributors, customers of are yeah customers of the Bud Light, but not the patrons. Okay, like the regular people. Now they give them cut rates just to try to get the mountains of beer down everywhere. That's one of the biggest problems. Another big issue is Bud Light. Instead of having a big to do like what they did with that and come out and say, we're sorry, we screwed up, they ain't doing that. Anheuser-Busch is distancing themselds from Bud Light and Dylan and that whole debacle. They're trying to come back without saying, I'm sorry, but it's not really working out for them. Another thing I heard is somebody said through the grapevine that they're just not going to really come out and say much at all, let everything die down, and then maybe people would just come back, you know what I mean, and just let bygones be bygones without them saying anything, but it's not working. There's more and more. Just it's not just Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. YouTube is getting hit hard. There's a lot of these social media places and all that are getting hit hard. If you have any kind of streaming deal with anybody, Disney, especially Disney, Netflix, Paramount, or what, please stop going, or stop watching that stuff and stop your membership or whatever and stop going to the movies, all that. That's one of the biggest ways that we're going to actually, and it's working from what I'm hearing. There, all these people are coming out of the woodworks, these actors and all. You hear about the writers going on strike and all. Now the late night shows and all are getting interrupted, and it's great, man, because some folks are standing up and others aren't, but the ones that aren't, they need to be, because that's one thing that you can really hit them the most with, and that's with their money. Hit them in their pocketbook. If you go back and you look to the GameStop deal, you remember that? Don't remember exactly the guy's name, but there was this billionaire that they were doing. I think it was on C-SPAN, doing an interview with him, and they were talking about how it all happened and how these college kids kind of outsmarted him on this deal, and he's like, and he's a blubbering fool because a billionaire lost $70 million because somebody did to him what he's done to somebody God knows how many times, right? Yeah. So that's one of the biggest things that everybody needs to realize. Hit them in the pocketbook. Save your money. Spend your money on you. Save your money for you. Have a big barbecue or something. You know what I mean? Get people together. That's what I do. Said I got my big smoker. I try to, when the weather's good, yeah, I try to get people around. I'd much rather spend my money on doing things like that to get people around. You know what I mean? To enjoy good company and all that and really reconnect and shit like that. You damn right. That's what we need to do as Americans, y'all. But one thing that we all do, and that's hit them in the pocketbook, right? and that's what we're doing, and that's it needs to keep up. Bud Light is only part of it. The ones that are really American, spend your money on them. The ones that are out in front pushing their crap at you, all the do not spend any of your money on them. Don't do it. Save yourself the grief. Save our country. It'll help a little, quite a bit to stop spending money at Walmart as well, because everything that they sell it comes from from China or overseas. There's hardly nothing made in America in Walmarts. So, but yeah, uh, you know, they're just counting on we're sellouts. That's what they're doing. They're thinking that we'll just let everything die, let it be bygones, and yeah, we'll think that we'll just start drinking Bud Light again, and just start coming back to all their services and all. And people are saying no, and we need to keep that up. So that's only part of it. Remember, billionaires love their money more than anything, my friends, and that's one thing that you need to do. Keep your money in your pocket. Right on. You have a good one. I got more. I got more. Always more. Later.